Will humans go extinct? Yes, humans will go extinct one day, but the exact time is not yet known. Many people are now debating related to the problems of climate change, disasters, wars, global warming, pandemics, epidemics, and many more. Did you know that these events actually lead to the extinction of the human species? Today, all the countries in the world are battling with the COVID-19 pandemic. This event will increasingly threaten human survival on a provincial scale as they need to adapt to the current uncertain conditions. I'm sure you all may be asking, how does the pandemic lead to human extinction? Well, the number of human deaths caused by the pandemics is large. Throughout human history, there have been a number of pandemics, such as the smallpox and also the tuberculosis. Now, the most fatal pandemic in recorded history was the Black Death, also known as the plague, which killed an estimated 75 to 200 million people in the 14th century. The term was not used yet, but was for later pandemics, including the 1918 influenza pandemic or the Spanish flu. Current pandemics include the COVID-19 and HIV/AIDS. COVID-19 killed 2.62 million people globally. Based on HIV and AIDS statistics by the UNAIDS, they are 500,000 to 970,000 million people who died from AIDS-related illnesses in 2019. The situation worsened with the emergence of the COVID-19, which caused 24.8 to 42.2 million people's death from AIDS-related illnesses since the start of the epidemic. Now, another pandemic is the third cholera pandemic that started from 1837 and lasted until 1863. It was the third major outbreak of cholera originating in India in the 19th century that reached far beyond its borders. It is also considered to have the highest fatalities of the 19th century epidemics. Every year, more than 100,000 cholera cases and 2,000 to 3,000 deaths are officially reported to WHO. If left untreated, cholera has a 25 to 50% mortality rate. In 1889 to 1890, a pandemic, the Asiatic flu or the Russian flu, killed about 1 million people worldwide, out of a total population of about 1.5 billion. It was the last major pandemic of the 19th century and was one of the deadliest epidemics in history. Next is the avian-borne flu that resulted in 50 million deaths worldwide. The 1918 flu was first observed in Europe, the United States, and parts of Asia before swiftly spreading around the world. At the time, there were no effective drugs or vaccines to treat this killer flu strain. Wire Service reports of a flu outbreak in Madrid in the spring of 1918 and led to the pandemic being called the Spanish flu. Other than that, fossil records have shown that almost all species that have ever lived on the earth, more than 99.9% from 4 billion species, are recorded as extinct. It can be said that the species go extinct all the time, and the human or Homo sapiens are not excluded. We are very lucky not to be among the 99% of those species because we are part of the 1% that still exists today. Based on the reports, experts have made predictions that the overall likelihood of human extinction in the 21st century is between 1% and 20%. In 2008, the University of Oxford's Global Catastrophe Risk Conference, an unofficial survey of experts on various global catastrophic risks, indicated a projected 19% of human extinction by 2100. Another evidence is Nicholas R. Longridge from the University of Bath, who stated that from 300,000 years ago, there are 9 human species on Earth, and today there is only one species left that we call the Homo sapiens. The other 8 species are the Homo neanderthalensis in the Neanderthals, the Denisovans in Asia, the Homo erectus in Indonesia, the Homo rhodesiensis in the Central Africa, Homo naledi in South Africa, and Homo luzonensis Philippines, red deer cave people in China, and Homo floresiensis hobbits in Indonesia. With the extinction of these 8 species, it shows that it is not impossible for Homo sapiens to suffer the same fate. However, if our species has been able to survive for 25,000 years, then it is possible that we will also survive for the next 25,000 years. Fingers crossed.